when I emphasised I wanted to start making these videos because I felt like I could relate in the present moment, it's because I can, and I want to take you guys on a journey with me to see what I mean by this and how we can heal together, and if my advice can help myself as well as you guys. So I'm just having one of those days where I don't feel my best, and that's okay. We're human beings, we're allowed to feel like this, we're allowed to feel sad, upset. What's important is up to you to fix it, because nobody else is gonna try and make you feel better about yourself. You can get advice and talk to people. At the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to take in that advice if you're ready to move on. This is exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to take my advice, and everything I'm doing at this very moment, I hope it helps. This is my first time properly feeling, and I'm filming on the outside, so I'm going to feel a bit awkward, but that's okay, that's normal. I know when more used to this, my words will come out better. But right now I'm very lucky I got the spot. I'm at the beach and I'm just at the field that we call the Common, where we live, and it's a massive field and everyone's pretty much spread out. Hey, my name is Sherry. If you don't know me, welcome to my channel, and I hope you have a blessed day. This video is going to be about how I cope with things when I'm upset. The best thing to do when you're upset, and I think this can be for everyone, is to be in touch with nature. As soon as I'm in nature, I just feel a different sort of emotions and feelings. It feels like the earth and the universe just takes my stress and worries away. I feel less drained. I feel more grounded. I think if you are struggling and if you feel like your mind is really heavy and your heart is very heavy, a bit of sun and a bit of grass, because I'm in nature, just what is the first thing I do to make me feel better? The first thing I do is talk to God, and I think that's the most important thing you have to do, is talk to someone you trust, and the person that I trust is God. And if you don't believe in it, then I would say talk to the universe, journal. I think talking to God and journaling is both intertwined with itself. I pretty much do both majority of the time. The first thing I do is obviously talk to God. As soon as I'm feeling upset and I know I don't have my journal around me, I ask questions like, why am I feeling like this? You know, talk to God. Be really intentional when you speak. You're truly trying to figure out, get to the bottom of this. So it is, why am I feeling like this? What has triggered me? What should I do? What can I learn from this? What are you trying to show me? Because we are all in this season of life at this very moment for a reason. There's always a reason why we feel like this. There is always a reason why we're at this very moment. Every single point in time is for a reason. Why am I in this spot right now? Is it something I need to learn from? Is it something I need to grow from? Is it something I'm attracting that is making me feel these emotions, or making me encounter the same things over again, or making me come across issues like this? God doesn't want us to feel troubled all the time. He wants us to learn and grow and get rid of things that are toxic for us, and hold on to things that will make us sow and reap rewards. That is how simple God wants us to live. Sow and reap rewards. This is how I see it. I've got a path, and God has a path for me, and God has given us free will. It's up to me whether to take the path and live a luxurious life full of milk and honey, which is God wants us to be in the promised land, or I make the same mistakes again and again. I become worldly, I become greedy, I want what's best for me, not knowing what's actually best for me, and I make the same mistakes and I'm not growing. God puts these things in our life because if He's got a plan for you, you will always end up at that plan. Whether it was supposed to take that many days for the people going to the promised land that kept making mistakes, they kept moaning, they kept not believing. It took them 40 years to get to the promised land. I really look at that as my life. I'm supposed to only take an easy path. He doesn't want us to suffer. But I'm now struggling and suffering because I struggle to take my own advice. I struggle to learn what I'm dealing with in the present moment, and that's okay. Make sure you're doing it daily, basically. So that's the first thing I think you should do, is really ground yourself with God and or the universe and answer questions to really understand the root of the issue that you're feeling right now, instead of feeling emotions that won't help you. Being like, why me? Being like the victim is really difficult to get out of. I try to be in the present moment as much as I can, and the only time I can be in the present moment is when I'm in touch with nature. Being in touch with nature is literally, I'm sat on the beach in a field with my massive picnic mat, with my Bible, my journal, my diary, my books. I brought a book with me just to feel peace. Being in the present moment is also something that I used to always struggle with, especially with someone with anxiety and ADHD. You're always stuck in your mind, and I didn't realise how important it was to truly be in the present moment and to truly experience and romanticize every single part of my life. And that has been a healing point in my life, where I had to realise living in the present moment is one of the most important things. So guys, if you've not done that yet, please do the things that it doesn't need to be expensive. Like, this is free. Me sitting on the field is free by myself. Being content with myself, loving yourself and being in your own presence is so important, because when you're dealing with situations like this where you have no one around you and you may potentially not have anyone to speak to, you know that you can count on yourself, and you know that you can be with yourself and be truly comfortable with yourself, not feeling like you have no one. Because honestly, I'm in a part of my life where I'm really and may potentially be a bit too comfortable with myself, because I love spending time with myself. I love being in my bedroom. I've made my bedroom the most comfortable place that I could, because growing up I've lived in a hectic household. I've always shared a room. I've never been alone. I've really tried to make my side of the room as amazing as I could and what I like in it, and that's made a massive difference. I almost don't ever want to leave the house, and it can be really toxic to not leave the house and be too comfortable. And I used to share with my sister, what I used to do is I used to go out like this at least like a couple times a week. Hate being in the house. I hated having arguments. I hated conflict, and the only peace I would get is outside, being with myself. So if you can try to do that, then please, I would urge you to do that. It grounds you in a way I can't put into words. I've noticed being in nature really heightens your senses. So I notice what I can smell. I appreciate what I can see so much. I appreciate what I can feel, what I can touch and taste and hear. When you're at home, all you do is kind of just, I don't know, like watch Netflix, do things that aren't helping your brain. I was so upset, and I just wanted to be at home because that's my safe spot. When I'm with my cats and I'm cuddling my cats and I know that no one can harm me and I can be in my thoughts, I was like, I'm just gonna force myself to go out. I'm gonna force myself to do what I used to love and force myself to be in nature, and I already feel so much better. So guys, force yourself, even when you're upset, to get up and go. And I know this sounds quite like similar to my previous video, but I think they're all going to intertwine and link somehow, because it is literally just what I'm feeling in the present moment. I don't have a script, and I'm just going off what my mind is talking about. I think what's also really important is romanticize your life. And if you're asking what do you mean by that, and if the guys are like, okay, this is sounding a bit like, oh, a bit too feminine for me, it literally can mean anything. Romanticizing your life. For girls, I would say it could be making a nice cup of tea, you know. I went to the store and I bought green tea that comes with like 5 different flavours. One that has a glow, one that helps you sleep, detox, defense. And every time I feel like I want to treat myself, I get like something out of that box, that tea box, and I drink it. And I've got a balcony in my living room, and I open the balcony and I drink my tea and I look outside and I close my eyes and I meditate and I'm grateful and thank God for everything. Even though I'm having such a bad time, I thank God that I can really take this moment and find the peace and quiet out of my home to be able to think and rest. Just resting, even when I'm not actually sleeping, resting when it's just the peace of my mind is so important. So romanticising life like that, going on walks. If you like reading a book, read a book, light a candle when you're reading a book, turn your lamp on, get a pretty lamp. If you want to wear a different style of jewellery one day and change your outfit that's with something cute and summery, like add a bit of colour and pop. As you can see, I'm very like black, white, grey clothes, but I'm really trying to be one with my feminine side, and it says when you are healing, you apparently really like the colour pink, and I used to hate like pink. You could never catch me in pink, but I am actually loving pink so much. Like, look at my nails, like how cute are my nails? They're literally pink, and I would have never imagined in a million years would I've ever got pink nails. So you can really start to sense when you're healing, because you find life so pretty and so wonderful and beautiful, and you appreciate and you love every single thing that you're doing, every single thing. I notice even when I'm doing my skincare, I'm like romanticizing it, that I'm treating myself good, I'm treating my skin good, I'm giving it what it needs, even when I'm taking like my tablets and my vitamins, being in a journey where I want to take care of myself. And I think that is so good. And if it's for guys who wants to go for a run, who wants to go to the gym, you know, really romanticizing your life, being excited to go do that, know that you're taking care of your body is really, really important. I noticed that even though I'm upset now, I feel so much better that I dragged myself out into the sun, and I'm going to read my book, and I'm going to journal, and I'm going to talk to God, and I'm going to read my Bible. And I know that even though I'm upset, I will never, ever, ever blame myself. I'll never blame myself for these emotions, and I will always take care of myself. And I think that should be your top priority, is always just taking care of yourself, treating yourself well, and being in love with yourself, basically. It's going to be a journey, and it's going to be hard not to want to just be in bed and cover yourself in your blanket and cry, because I did do that. I was literally in the corner of my room. I have my wardrobe and it's like hidden with my dressing table, and then I've got like a little corner where I can sit in and no one can see me, basically, and I just went in that corner to just cry. I felt good to let it out, because remember in the first video, if you haven't watched the first video, you need to let it out. And then after you've let it out, you can, you know, go on a walk, go on a stroll, treat yourself good. Like, I might even get matcha again, because I love that matcha in Cafe Nero. Be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, and understand yourself and the situations you're in, the emotions you feel. Understand it. I think that's everything for this video. I really, really hope you enjoy it, and I really hope it's helped someone, because I know it's really helped me talking about this. Hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment if this video helped you, or what you may want to see or want me to look into. Bye!